Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and you're still eating delicious leftovers. That's what I'm going to do after the stream. Go eat some more turkey, mashed taters. Taters. Yeah, buddy. Let's do this here. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to another episode of DreamWizard Plays number 727. The Somnium Files, nirvanA Initiative, Part 5. I see you in the chat there, Irish Oni. He says, yo, new to the Discord group. Just dropped by to say hi. There is a Discord. It's not really used. It's mostly used for past guests of my Dreamscapes program. There's no reason not to open it up if there's enough interest. I just don't mention it much. It's not really a thing. I'd prefer people go to locals, benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's do the housekeeping here. Would you kindly like, share, and subscribe? Tell your friends to jump into the chat right now on Rumble and YouTube. Leave a like and a comment on the X platform. I will stop by later and say hello. This episode of DreamWizard Plays brought to you in part by Dreamscapes, episode 210, Stranger Than Fiction. It's a rather short episode, fascinating look at this gal's dream and how it inspired her to write that book in the background there. I made sure to put that on the cover for her. This is, of course, only available currently at benjaminthedreamwizard.com in audio only, downloadable or live streamable MP3 format. Of course, you can get the full video live on Rumble and YouTube Saturday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, so you're going to want to check that out, of course. This episode also brought to you in part by ABC Book 5, Oniro Chronologia Volume 3, the third volume of the original Trivium, collecting shorter works of historical dream literature, not long enough to make books of their own, but which I did not wish to leave out of my catalog. Of course, there's a book 4. We'll get around to that eventually. That's there's a volume 4. That's book 18. So we're a few weeks out from that, but you can buy them all. Of course, all this and more at benjaminthedreamwizard.com. Be right there at the bottom of your screen. Click on the books tab, scroll down a little bit, still near the top, follow that Amazon link. You are good to go. There's a brand new Real AI Radio song out today as of 10 a.m. The Second Coming, a heavy metal version of the poem by W.B. Yeats out of 1920. I think you're really going to like it. I think you should check it out, of course, on Rumble, on YouTube, and on X at Real AI Radio. And here's what I mentioned earlier. You're going to want to head on over to benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com. It is free to join, attached to my Rumble account. One of the best places to reach out to me if you have a dream to share. If you want to get some of my past cocktails, like the DreamWizard's Fireball Cider. And if you have a beverage of your own ready to hand, you would like to raise a glass along with me, please do so now as we recite the toast. Here we go. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Nostrovia. Kanpai. Salud. Cheers to you. And here's mud in your eye. Tasty, tasty whiskey. I always wait to start drinking until at least 5 p.m. when I'm playing video games. And I recommend you do the same. One of those deals where you should probably be doing something productive during the day. Even if you're not at work specifically, do something around the house. There's always something to clean, tidy up, organize. There's always some project you could probably work on. There's probably some inspiration you've had that you haven't followed through on yet. And I want you to do those things. So maybe save the day drinking for the rare camping trip. All right, let's get this stuff off the screen and get into the game. I swear these intros get longer and longer every day. The housekeeping, such as it is. All right, loading the game. We will, of course, load the save game, manual save data. Previously on the Somnium Files.
You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
It's perfect.
I got orders.
It's just
for
like the real thing.
I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Bringing someone who has already
the sound of
passed
that.
back to life.
Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems.
Let's transcend this world together.
This game is a little bit bringing out my inner gooner. Not that it was far below the surface. I just don't wear it on my sleeve. But I want to say a heartfelt thanks and tremendous respect to the character designer for Tama. My goodness. All the way around. Head to toe, inside and out, Love that personality. The voice actress is fantastic. That's all I really need to say. Let's have a chat with this gal here. Tokiko. About, let's start with what is the nirvanA Initiative?
The nirvanA Initiative.
Oh,
Is it some sort of plan?
For taking over the world. Oh, she says nothing. She's gonna stare at me? Okay. What about Gen?
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream.
She says nothing. Did we fry her brain? She's just being stoic. She's putting on a mask. I'm gonna tell you nothing. Tokiko is standing there. She does not seem fazed. How about Shoma? What is your connection to... Oh, I can never remember that guy's name. The video game host announcer guy. Ad comedian. His son. What about Shoma?
Shoma Enda. I know you know about him.
Enda.
Can you tell me about your relationship with him?
We are getting nowhere. The sync chair is not something we need to... Yes, let's... on the other side is another door, which leads to the passage of the 6th basement, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to know any of that. Computer. About that Somnium. Previously on, if you missed it.
You don't have to explain. The images shown in Somnium are all displayed here in the control room.
Where's Boss?
I haven't seen her. She probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
She's probably off drinking tequila shots out of the belly buttons of male strippers. It seems to be her jam. What do we do with Tokiko here?
Tokiko Shigure is not a suspect. We can't detain her without clear grounds to do so.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
Pesky human rights.
It seems you have many questions for me, but I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements.
Put it in a letter? Just answer.
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight? I would be happy to
Okay.
share more information with you then. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Irishoni says, loving the voice actors thus far. This gal too. That voice is velvet. Delicious. I want to drink it like whiskey. Speaking of which.
Wait, where's Pewter?
He went to see Tokiko off.
I see. So, what do I do now?
Figure that out yourself.
You can help me brainstorm. You're an AI. That's what you're for. Maybe we review... nope, they're not going to let us touch the computers. Irishoni says, I'm nearly sure she sounds like the voice actress for Ghost in the Shell from the 90s. It very well could be the same gal. One thing is that voice actresses have a longer lifespan than the ingenue. You know, there's a new, there's a time and a place for the beautiful younger actress, but voice actresses can still play someone young and beautiful. All the way into their 60s until their voice starts to give out and crack. It's not an easy gig. It's not a high paying gig. Very often it's per episode recorded or per hour in the studio type of thing, and they don't get royalties. It's a whole thing. Very hard to break in. A lot of roles go to the same people over and over again because they've proven themselves consistent in delivery. So I wouldn't discourage you if you wanted to give it a try, but I wouldn't count on it. I'd keep your day job until it takes off, and you can say, well, I'm making a living now, just talking, voicing, and you'll voice a lot of anime characters you hate that are stupid and poorly written and bad stories, and anime that no one will ever see because it was awful, just awful, and all your work for nothing. That's... Welcome to the DreamWizard's Pep Talk. Oh, by the way, I am Benjamin the DreamWizard, your humbly hirsute host, the eponymous DreamWizard, indeed, of DreamWizard Plays. Okay, back to Tama. Oh, she asks, what am I supposed to do? Tie me up in tortoise shell rope binding. We're going with that answer because I believe that's the most amusing.
We already did that yesterday. No more for a while.
Why not? Come on, just a little bit.
I need to be restrained. I'm out of control. How about we go eat some pancakes?
You think this is a damn joke? Don't make me sentence you to a panting!
What? What is that?
Please explain in graphic detail. How about I become a Major League Baseball player?
I know. I'll become a major leaguer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Look at her face. She brings out that riding crop at a heartbeat. Irish Oni says, hell yes. Sure, Goku in Japanese VA was like in her 80s, still at it. Yeah. You'd be surprised. It's all about the physical qualities of your individual vocal cords. So you'll have 80-year-old women playing 15-year-old boys because they've got the right quality for it. Well, they're generally younger, 8, 9, 10-year-old boys. And by the time they've hit 15, there's usually a little bit of a deepening and they have to switch over. But not always. Some of them can stretch. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I'm majorly impressed, especially when there's really good acting. That's why I prefer about like an 80 to 90%. I prefer to watch the original Japanese voice acting, even if most of the time I have no idea what they're saying beyond what I've been able to pick up in my years of watching it. But yeah, most of the American voice acting is god awful. So maybe there's room for that industry to grow. Maybe they need better talent. All right then, Tama. How about we go see Gen and Shoma?
In that Somnium earlier, Gen appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokiko definitely knows them.
I want to see his face.
And yet...
Hopefully that's
Could you
a
please
reveal.
visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Tama, what time is it now?
A little past 1300. We have almost 9 whole hours until the appointed time.
Here's an interesting question. Tama looks like she is at least 18. Visually. Possibly in her early 20s. Very well put together, of course. However, guarantee her AI is not that old. She's maybe 6 at the most, maybe twice that, 12. So we have a 12-year-old mind in a 20-something-year-old body. Is it morally acceptable to goon after her? That opens the whole 900-year-old vampire in a lolly body bag of can of worms, but we don't have to have that debate. I just want you to think about it. What is the nature of someone's true age when we're talking about, number one, purely fictional characters? None of this is happening. None of these people exist. This is a pantomime. This is shadows on the cave of the walls of Plato's cave. But it is interesting to consider. That was just first of all, and then I forgot second of all. So I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not looking for answers. I just like to think about these things.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma. Where are they now?
Well, I can't track down either of them.
Reminds me of how Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, which is phenomenal if you haven't seen it, reminds me of some interesting questions that presents in terms of how old is Rudy, really? Is he his mental age? Is he his body's age? What's the standard? I like the way, is it Magonote Sensei? I'm butchering his name. I like the way he put both dilemmas into the same story, conflicting, and then had those characters interact sexually. And we're left wondering what the hell is going on. Some people are like, it's all wrong. And I'm like, that was amazing. Philosophically.
Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
Then we'll have to take a guess. Maybe Shoma is at school.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
It's too smart. What is school going to teach him?
I'll get to that later. So then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Pretty sure Abyss is not in charge of tardy children. I mean, this is an interesting thing. I'm going to talk through this whole damn thing. Interesting thing about high trust societies. That's not his job. It's not his department. He's on a completely different mission. But you know, he's going to be there anyway. He's going to talk to the kid. And I'm going to ask him, if it pops up, how come you're not going to school? Because In a high-trust society, you feel responsible for the people around you. You look after them. And maybe he's got a good reason. And maybe he's just bored. And maybe there's not a big deal. But maybe there's a problem. And maybe I can do something to help. And maybe I should.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, and that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
The problem is, you got to have a high-trust society. And there is an inverse proportion between a high-trust society and a multicultural society. Not necessarily multi-ethnic, but there's a component. So, what do you prioritize? There are some people who would say, well, I'd rather be more diverse. Fair enough. Those people generally are on the left. There's some people who would say, I'd rather have high trust. Those people tend to be on the right. And thus we have our bipolar political system. Irish only says, lol, very true. A lot of people still disregard anime as a form to explore such quandaries. They get hung up in the presentation, and they don't consider the implication. Imagine says, what's up? Actually says, what's going on? Yona says, hi, Ben. Hi, Yona. Irish Oni says, exactly. Yona says, why can't we have both? We just can't. We just can't. You can really only have a high-trust society where the society is monocultural. You got to have enough people who all agree on the rules and what's important and the priority scale, the hierarchy of priorities. You mix it up too much, and now you've got culture clash, and it is unavoidable, unfortunately. Unless you're going to attempt a synthesis, amalgamation of all of the above, but then you're going to, again, end up with a monoculture that is simply an amalgamation of conflict resolutions. But I'm not sure I want to incorporate a lot of alternative societies into my own. I kind of like mine the way it is, in a way. And if you ask me, do you want to change? I'd say no. I don't want to be more like other countries. I want to be like mine and do it my way. Imagine says, well, talking to other people. Good. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna stop jibber-jabbering you back to the show. Here we go.
So we have 4 destinations to check.
I'm never going to finish this thing if I talk over it. The last one took like 4 weeks, 20 plus episodes, 19, 20 episodes. Not just Death Stranding, but the last time I played a visual novel. So, but I think it's part of the fun. Fuck it if it takes 5 weeks. Okay, we'll do it live. Let's go.
Let's get moving.
Yona says, Libra dilemmas. I'll always want both. I think it's okay to want both. I think it's okay to be sad that you can't have both, or that that's the way it appears, and to want to try. I think it's okay. It's not bad to want things. It's just, I've come to the conclusion for myself that it's a non-starter, as the kids might say. The kids don't say that. What do we got here? We got the Enda residence for Shoma. We've got the Misatan department store to talk to his father. We've got Brahmin World Cuisine to talk to Gen, the man in the mask. I want him to take that mask off. I hope we get a reveal. Also, the Harbor Warehouse District for someone I don't remember at all. Who's the 4th person we're supposed to see? I was talking too much. Imagine says, agreed. DreamWiz, what were you thinking of doing for the next playthrough? It's a surprise. It's a secret. And I think you'll get a kick out of it, though. It's been out for a bit. Lots of other people have played it. That's not my jam. I'm not Mr. Day One. I've tried that. It's kind of meh. It's way too expensive and disappointing, in my opinion. But I think you will also find it entirely appropriate for the winter season. For the around the Christmas time area. I think you'll find out why. You'll understand why I selected it. And I like to keep it a mystery, just because then you got something to look forward to. The grand reveal at the end of the final episode of a particular game is, what are we playing next? And then you get a little dopamine hit, I think is what it is. And me too. It's hard to keep it a secret, I want to tell you. But Elden Rings, probably not. You should go back and watch my playthrough of the monkey game. The hell was it? You know, the one that just came out. The cloud monkey dude. Cheese and rice. Black Myth Wukong. Yeah. Watch the first few episodes of that and how badly I messed it up. And how I had to resort to, I'll spoil it for you. I had to resort to cheat programs that gave me infinite health, infinite mana. And I just got through the story barely. I was never going to beat that game. Never. Souls-like games are my nemesis. I have no reaction time. I cannot quick thinkly or properly speaking. Yona says, I think I remote viewed one of the places getting snow in my sleep, and the snow was as tall as 4-story buildings. Interesting. Wukong, she says. Yes. Imagine says, never understood it. Irish Tony says, meritocracy would be my preferred government, but impossible to implement. I think meritocracy nested inside a monoculture, a high-trust monoculture, yes. And like I said, it doesn't have to be an ethno-state, although that is one way that people have sorted themselves in the past, and it has its merits, but I don't think it's a requirement necessary. I think it's more important what people believe and how they behave, rather than visual characteristics, you know? Anyway, what type of government is that? You guys talk amongst yourselves. All right, I got to make a decision here. Let's just start at the top and go down. Let's go to the Enda residence. I was going to ask you guys what you want to do, and I'm like, let's just get on with it. Meow. That is a tiny little house in its own little yard. Enda residence, February 12th, Tuesday. Doink, doink. Got to do the thing.
Shoma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
Why are you asking me? Of course I know. A killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
It's all over the internet. Duh.
That's why. I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
Big brain Shoma. Hook me up, brother. Oh, see if we use Wink Sync now on this guy without a good reason. Just because. Then we're not going to be able to use it later today when we go visit that gal. Although, in between each stop, we could use Wink Sync with each person, technically, and stop by the police station to recharge Tama. But I don't know if the game has that mechanic programmed in. So I have to default to saving it until the game kind of prompts me, we should Wink Sync, and then I will still have it available if it does. It doesn't seem like it's going to allow me to choose to return to the police station between each mission, so not knowing how the game works is kind of messing with me. Let's see. Tell me about your relationship with Tokiko.
What?
Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her. Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
Why does that matter?
It matters. Terror is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone. Please. I just want to be left alone.
Interesting. Hit a sore spot there. Kid, I'm just asking questions. Don't trip out. Well, how about that QR video?
I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing. But they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere. The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. It's just a game.
So we learned an interesting fact. He never actually went to the place. He never showed anyone that he knew the answer. How did she get in touch with him? How did Tokiko know that Shoma solved the puzzle? Did he post that online? Like, oh, here's the answer if anyone wants it.
But the nirvanA trial, on the other hand...
What?
nirvanA trial?
Don't leave me hanging, brother. What's the nirvanA trial?
It's a video that's been going viral. It was uploaded to ViewCube first, and then it blew up from there. Bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
Isn't it interesting that there are complications with mentioning the actual name of companies that everyone knows? I think you'd have to go to the Amazon rainforest to find someone that hasn't heard the name YouTube. But they have to say ViewCube, and I don't know if that's the way it is in Japan or if that's just because that's what was required to get it into the English translation. Having the name of a well-known thing at a particular time is not an endorsement. So what if people hate the game and your company was mentioned in it? Their mention of your name is not an endorsement. It's like me saying someone's name on Twitter, like, yeah, that's a guy. He exists. Wait, does that mean I have to take responsibility for his existence? Or that he's responsible for me mentioning his name? Why do I care? It bugs me. It bugs me they got to go, obviously it's a reference to YouTube. YouTube, not ViewCube. Just say the words. Man, our proprietary laws in that regard are just stupid. Yona says, Irish only, they do have children with Downs in high trust meritocracy like in Japan, but they are a monoculture, so when his parents are gone, somebody will look after him. Yeah, you kind of feel responsible to take care of missing kids, or it's not unusual to see very small children, 6 years old, running errands for their parents, walking down the city street all by themselves, and adults look out for them. It doesn't mean there aren't predators out there, but you're more likely to have someone watching your back because you feel more close kinship with everyone, even people you don't know. Irish Oni says, meritocracy is the notion of a political system in which economic goods or political power are vested in individual people based on ability and talent, rather than wealth or social class. Advancement in such a system is based on performance as measured through examination of demonstrated achievement. Not picking on you, but I myself have some of those issues, and I grew up with a cousin who had developmental disabilities. She was 22 with the mind of a 3-year-old. Yeah, that's another question too. You're a damn adult and you want to do your own thing, and you've got these people around you restricting your ability to do things. And sometimes legally that's necessary. But then what do you do with stuff like she's 22? She thinks boys are cute. And even if she's mentally 3 years old, are you supposed to stop her? Are you obligated to because she might get pregnant? It's tough questions. Irish Tony says, yeah, that's why I mentioned Down syndrome. Wiz has a point. I always do. It isn't always the point you think it is, because I have trouble expressing myself clearly, and I say crazy shit all the time, too. I was going to say something else, though. What was it? I favor a meritocracy with nepotism. And I think that's kind of what Japan has as well. Of course, you're going to hire your own son first to run your own company. He is your son. Why would you not? Why would you feel obligated to hire a stranger over your own kin who perhaps you work better with? They have a closer related interest by blood. A lot of wonderful things about Japan. Certainly, I think that's one of them. 5 minutes later, back to the game. Do you want to see the video? I do. Let's see it.
No, I'll watch it later.
I want to see it.
This is more important right now.
Yeah, we can't stop the convo.
Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you, Bats 490 is just a game. No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the nirvanA trial is different. It's not just a game, it's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
Pause the game just in time to cough. Yona says, Ben, that happened in a foster home I lived in. She had Down syndrome and had an old man as a boyfriend. And she had twins. Yes, they had Downs too. Yep, it's a thing. Where do you come down on it? Like, look out for her, protect her for her own good, even against her will, or let her do what she wants, and that's the consequences. Now, 2 more people that need to be looked after. Maybe she's kind of capable, but what about when she dies? And what if they need help? You got to balance that personal freedom with social cost. Imagine says, I just at least want the next playthrough an action game or related to it. Yes. The next playthrough will not be a visual novel. I will be changing it up. Each new game is usually going to be different than the last. A visual novel, very different than the game we just finished, running around the countryside, etc. Fighting, first-person shooting style. The next game will be more action-oriented, 110%. Imagine says, thank God. I know, I like to change it up. Well, I like to change it up for the audience, keep it fresh, but I like to change it up for me. I don't want to play 5 of the same type of game back to back. That gets boring. So we're gonna throw in visual novels once in a while. We're gonna play a lot of other games.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared. But people are going missing, one after the other.
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each year.
90,000. Now, they got millions of people in Japan, but that's a tiny island. It's a big island. It's multiple big islands. But when you think about it, like, I think Japan is the square footage of California, all stretched out, something like that. Imagine 90,000 people just disappearing on an island, a fraction of the size of... I can't imagine 90,000 people going missing in the world. That just seems a mind-bogglingly... That's a high number, but I guess not. Yona says, and that's cool with nepotism for meritocracy where there are no homeless people. Yeah, it's all about, there are no solutions. There are only trade-offs. You get a little from column A, a little from column B, and if you're gonna tip the, like, get my hands out, if you're gonna tip the scales one way or the other, they got to balance. You're gonna lose something. You're always gonna give up something for some other benefit.
That means, on average, about 1,730 people go missing each week.
That is a lot of people.
This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
Yes, Yona says 800,000 children go missing a year in America. That's mind-boggling, too. I can't even process it. Watermelon says, big words are confusing my brain. Holy shit. Yeah, right? You're gonna learn things on DreamWizard Plays, and you're gonna wish you didn't. Shoma, what do you know about the nirvanA initiative?
Initiative? Haven't heard of it. I only know about the video called the nirvanA trial.
Tell me about why you turned off your phone's GPS.
I had my phone turned off.
Why?
Because there was no reason to turn it on.
I heard you haven't been going to school.
That is a weird kid, relative to current norms. But look at him, sitting there reading. He prefers quiet. He's not watching the TV. He's an odd duck. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's certainly different.
If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
Why are you not going to school?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone, just like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online.
Here's the funny part. I don't go to school because I'm socially isolated. And I'm socially isolated because I don't go to school, because that's where you would make friends. It is a vicious cycle.
He had been sick for a long time. I don't know what his condition is called or whatever, but it was some sort of chronic disease. He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time, didn't have any friends. According to the article, he took his classes from the hospital. I felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half.
Damn, he's right.
Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Of course, we've all heard the song, one is the loneliest number. Well, we have a new one. One is not the loneliest number. One half is. You're not even a whole person.
Wait, we're not done here.
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
He says, I'm out this bitch. No more talk. Guess I ran out of time for questions.
I can't believe it. He actually left. What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
You don't give a fuck.
Nothing we can do. Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
I consider that official permission to snoop. Let's poke around. Let's open some doors. I don't think they're going to give us anything new. We could try, but I think it's just whatever. He bounced, interview over. We ran out of time to ask questions. So there you have it. I'm gonna push this button. Push the button.
Okay, question for
Oh
you.
shit, it's a thing.
What do you get when you change the D's in Diddy to T's?
You know.
Did he?
Oh, come on. Say it.
I really like Tama. Let's do another question. Do it. Do it. Oh, she won't play along? They're not gonna... oh, can I play with the...
Ryuki, there's Moraemon inside the closet.
Yeah, okay.
Weren't there... Okay, they're gonna give us dialogue.
Whew, this really takes me back. I remember playing with drawers when I was young. I would make stairs out of them and climb up.
Are you sure you're an AI?
That is actually one of the best ways. I think they're gonna... Well, they're already experimenting with it. What they found is it's hard to teach an artificial intelligence without giving it a body. I think that is the wave of the future, and that is why I am incorporating it into my forthcoming sci-fi fantasy crossover series. And I'm not going to say any more about that. Not
So
yet.
cute!
I'm cuter.
What are you getting jealous for?
No one can deny Tama is cuter. I just kind of want to hear Tama's dialogue.
It's an Ada Rooster doll. The kitchen is lewd, don't you think?
A lewd kitchen?
How?
Yeah, how? Tama, come on. Is the refrigerator lewd too? Echites. All right, let's get out of here. Misatan Department Store coming up next. Yona says, every 40 seconds a child goes missing. Department Store Misatan, February 12th, Tuesday. Doink, doink.
Ryuki, why did you come here?
I thought Shoma might be here. I still need to ask him some questions.
But it looks like he's not here.
Looks like it.
Anyway, no point in staying here. Unless you're planning on doing a ritual to summon UFOs.
Let's do it.
Maybe another time.
Let's go somewhere else.
Let's ride the Ferris wheel. That was a place to go looking for Shoma, I guess, if we didn't find him in his home. Let's go to the Harbor Warehouse District and see if we can find Shoma there. We'll save Harbor Warehouse District, February 12th, Tuesday. Doink, doink. We'll save Gen's bar for the last. Hey, there's somebody there. Is that the chick that was
I don't
shooting?
see Gen anywhere.
Shooting at
He's
the
probably at the restaurant after
Mitsuki
all.
in the
Oh,
in the
wait.
beginning?
Look, over there.
It is. That is a
That's-
female.
You know them?
Who is it?
Oh, no, not really. I've just seen them around before.
Dressed kind of strangely, don't you think? Maybe they're coming back from a cosplay event. Excuse me.
Is it going to run away? Is she going to run away from me?
I'm sorry, do you have a minute?
You.
Remember how I said Iris's classmate with the twin ponytails and the little red streak in her hair that I felt like she was suspicious? I don't know why I'm getting vibes. I don't know if she's taller in real life. Is this gal got bare feet? What is going on with this character? Well, let's find out. Let's ask, why are you dressed like that?
None of your business.
None of your business. Fair enough. Well, who are you?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Do you know me? She's kind of got Mitsuki's attitude, but it definitely can't be her unless it is Mitsuki, and this is a future version. She popped back through a time warp. Last question. Oh, should I wink sync with her? I think I'm going to run out of the opportunity to do that if I don't try it. But then I'm not going to be able to do it with somebody else if I need to. Damn it. Should I wink sync? I need to think this through. I need a second opinion. Blow it now or save it for Gen, because I don't think we're going to find Shoma. Yona says try it. Yes. I'm inclined to agree. Here's why. Meeting this girl here, when are we going to see her again? She is a very mysterious figure. She was shooting at Mitsuki from the beginning. I think we got to take the chance and blow the opportunity to use it on Gen. I think I agree. Let's do it. Wink that sync. What if it blocks me? Well, we will have learned something then.
What's going on? What could he be plotting?
What could he be plotting? Who is he? Well, that's all we got. What's going on? What could he be plotting? Who is he? What male characters do we know so far? Gen is one of the few. We haven't been introduced to many. Konami Date. She could be talking about me, the character Ryuki, the character I'm playing right now. What other male character? Pewter? What other male characters are there that we've been introduced to so far? Detectives, but I don't think so. All right, we did it. So we're either going to get to use it later or we're not. Hey, lady, what are you doing here?
Nothing.
And there you go. I knew that was going to be my last question. They were going to bounce us out.
You're beginning to annoy me. Would you please leave?
Annoy you?
How about I take you in for questioning?
Then I will take my leave instead. The day to take action is approaching.
Yona says, Uncanny Valley. I dig bare feet. I swear I'm not Quentin Tarantino. Me too, but for me it's less about like, oh my god, feet. It's more like if it's attached to the person. Look at my wife's feet. I find them an attractive part of her. If that makes sense. The day to take action is... And you can see now we're up close. You can see what I was talking about with there's a nose and a mouth on her forehead. And looks like she could, and probably will at some point, I'm predicting this, flip the mask upside down and it will represent something else. Or we will find another person who looks like her, but is not her, with the mask upside down, and they are a twin pair of something. I don't know, I like thinking these things through.
And I must stop the plan.
The plan.
Stop what?
The nirvanA Initiative? We will not find out today.
There she goes.
What was she talking about?
I don't know. Cosplay band, maybe?
I've never heard of a plan like that.
Then maybe it's a family plan.
Shared minutes.
Whatever the case, I think it's clear that that woman isn't all there. Let's forget about it. More importantly...
On to the next place, huh?
Yeah, buddy. I don't really think there's anything here that needs to be examined. Let's see what happens when we've been here before in the last game. Cold storage warehouse.
It says Okiura Fishery.
Okiura is Mizuki's maiden name, but I think that's unrelated to this case.
How do you know?
Because I know!
Because the script says so, dumbass. Alright, let's move on. Yona says, I feel bare feet represent freedom in a world of shoed metatarsals. My mama loved going barefoot. Me too. I don't find anything unappealing about it. Some people find feet nasty because they're dirty, they touch the ground. I'm like, unless I'm sticking them in my mouth. And at that point, just wash them first. Not that I do that very often, but still, I would only decline under such soiled circumstances. Off to Brahmin World Cuisine in Golden, Yokocho. I am very impressed with myself. Brahmin World Cuisine, February 12th, Tuesday. Doink, doink. Very impressed with myself that I remembered that name. Yokocho. Hey, that's exactly the girl I was talking about.
Mame is here too.
Why are you here?
There's something I wanted to ask Gen.
I think it's not her.
And what would that be?
Can't be.
Well...
Too tall, slender, too much boobs. Let's have a look around first. We've got a window. Anything outside we can look at? Nothing interesting. Posters. Lights. Tables. Ganesha. Menu. Well, we came here to see him. Let's talk again. How come your phone's GPS has been turned off? We shouldn't lead with that. I guess we should. Let's get it out of the way.
Oh, it just ran out of battery.
You're watching too much porn.
Don't you have a softer way of saying that?
Nah, be blunt.
You're watching too much porn.
Nice.
That's not what I meant.
Very well done. Gen, tell me about Tokiko.
Gen, do you know a woman named Tokiko Shigure?
Never heard that name before.
Really?
Yeah. Who is this Tokiko person?
The president of an ideological society called Nizet Laws, or NIZE.
Yona says, how can you hate feet? You can literally remove yourself from unpleasant situations because of them. That's the same thing the person in the mask asked you. Almost sounded the same too. Why are you here? Maybe so. Maybe I'm not wrong. She just seems a little too tall, a little too stacked, so to speak. I agree also. How can you hate feet? It sparks an interesting discussion. I believe a given person's disgust response is rooted in biology. It's always nature and nurture, and then it's fed by rules enforced by parents in terms of sanitation, etc. And then that produces paraphilias and all kinds of peccadillos, as they say, unique individual quirks, such as someone with a natural inborn disgust for dirty things that sees feet as dirty because their parents enforced that, and they will have the strongest negative reaction. And then there's other types of people. And that strong reaction could be, I hate feet, or God, I love feet, as a kind of rebound effect. Very weird. That's why I love psychology. It doesn't tell you why most things happen. We have no clue, but it tells you what happens. It's that accumulated observation of human behavior. Let's describe what it is, and then we can start looking for answers, etc.
Nice. You mean that secret society or whatever?
Yeah,
It actually exists? I thought it was just an urban legend.
I thought so too.
So what's that got to do with the case?
I explained the details and told him it's highly likely that NIZE made the QR video, among other things.
So I tried searching through Tokiko's memories using a certain device. While I was in there, I saw you.
I see. But I'm telling you, I don't know this person you're talking about. It could be someone else wearing the same mask.
That doesn't sound...
Yona says, more like the roadmap to how you got there, not a description of where you're going, for sure. But you do need a map. You do need to know the lay of the land, and then you can choose where to go. Or at least, without a map, you'll get somewhere, but you may not be as much in control of the destination because you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what is ahead of you. Yona, okay, I'm shutting up. We're not going to get a lot of dialogue done here. Yeah.
It's also possible
I'm
that
shutting up, too.
Tokiko knows Gen, but not the other way around.
That's what I think. Well, what about the nirvanA initiative?
Is there anything you can tell me about the nirvanA initiative?
What is that? Is it some sort of plan?
I think so.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
That girl, did you see her face? When I mentioned nirvanA initiative, her eyes got big and she looked scared.
Hariyuki, there's something bothering me. Something is wrong with Amame.
Yep.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very energetic today.
No, not that. Her heart rate jumped dramatically earlier. Right when she heard the words Tokiko and nirvanA initiative.
I almost missed it.
What?
By the way, if you're out there on Rumble, you can talk to me too. That chat's always dead. Always. But then I get a, stats that pop up later, like 30, 50, 60 people watched. I don't know if it's all bots combing for information or, spammers that realize I've got filter controls to block advertising. I don't know. But yeah, if you're out there, say hi. You don't even have to talk to me. You don't even have to, you just say, hey-o. I will say hey-o back, and then that's it. It's cool. Just let me know you're there. Oh, could I have wink synced with every single person? It's giving me the option again. God damn it. This game, if I had to, I'm trying to strategize, and it's not giving me a good idea of the functionality I have at my disposal. Let's wink sync with her immediately, and then we can start asking her questions. Whoosh. Oh, she's watching a ticking clock. That is a fantastic representation of running out of time.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine.
Her voice is also a little too high-pitched, I think, for the other gal. The other gal's voice was run through a distortion.
What was that?
I don't know.
Does that change what we can ask her? Let's be direct, right away. Amame, are you hiding something?
Mame, are you hiding something?
Okay, she doesn't want to say. What do you know about Tokiko?
Do you know Tokiko?
You seemed to freak out a little bit when I mentioned the nirvanA initiative.
Do you know something about the nirvanA initiative?
Look at her keeping a poker face.
Hey, Gen. There's something I want to ask Mame. How do you think I can get her to talk to me?
Let's see. Amame likes trivia, so maybe if you frame your question like a quiz?
A quiz.
Good idea.
A quiz. Hey, Mame.
Oh, did I lose the opportunity to wink sync with this guy? Ah, maybe I did. Whatever. Hey, Amame. The highest mountain in the world is...
The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. But what is the second highest mountain?
K2.
I wasn't asking you.
Dummy. Don't save her. The last man on Earth. What is that?
The last man on Earth heard a knock on his door. Who was it?
The last
good, huh?
woman on Earth.
The answer was a woman.
Nope, that's wrong too. The answer is LGBTQ+. You're sorely mistaken if you think there are only men and women in this world, dumbass.
I reject this localization. That is non-canon response from Tama. Although it seems like she'd probably be into that kind of thing. So, fair enough. Characters have their own things. What kind of pan?
What kind of pan can you not cook with?
A pandemic.
The answer is simple. Panties.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Come on.
Maybe I should have thought of that. I'm a bad gooner. In terms of gooning more consistently being good. I'm a terrible gooner. How about the price of a ball? What is that?
A bat and a ball together cost 110 yen. The bat is 100 yen more expensive than the ball. So, how much does the ball cost?
Oh my god, I can't do that math. Tama's trivia. You would think 10 yen is the correct answer, but if the price of the ball was 10 yen, that would make the price of the bat 110 yen, which would add up to 120 yen. See, that's why I'm bad at this shit. Therefore, the answer is 5 yen, and the bat, 105 yen. How cheap is it? It's probably more expensive than Ryuki's bat and balls, quotation marks. All right, let's give up.
No response.
I'm at a loss.
Just do the classic maneuver. Hey, if you're in trouble, you can trust me. Let me help you.
Oh, I know.
Doesn't always work.
Maybe if you play that song.
What song?
One moment, please. I'll get it ready.
Is she going to do another dance routine? Wait, this wasn't the girl that danced. But they like throwing in random dance routines.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice quavers and my words fail me. So I'll sing. In the dark, the shadows
She's got a set of pipes. Is that going to open her up? Verbally.
Thanks, Genny. I think I feel a bit better.
That's good.
Looks like Amame is back to her usual self.
Thanks, Gen. Can I wink sync? No, not with this guy. Too soon. Well, we need to talk to her. She's back to her normal self now. What? What was that song?
I was going through a very painful time of my life. It was so bad that I didn't even want to go on. Then, Genny played that song from earlier.
You mean he wrote it?
Well, yes.
The title is The Flower That Blooms in Snow. He recorded it on a cassette
Iris.
and gave it to me as a present.
I remember that. Iris.
Is
the flower
that-
that blooms in snow.
It's a portable cassette player. Are you familiar with them?
This is my first time seeing one in person. That's a Volkman, right?
I always have the cassette player on me with the tape inside.
Wow, impressive. I didn't realize that not only are you a good cook, but you can write songs too.
And he's a beast. Look at him.
This is a bit embarrassing.
We can look at the Volkman. Kind of cassette player. The cassette is the song The Flower That Blooms in Snow. The song was recorded with some kind of vocal synthesizer. So that song playing earlier was what Amame sang. Why were you feeling down?
It was nothing.
Did you get jilted or something?
No. I
Terrible guess.
just lost 50,000 yen on pachinko.
That would definitely hurt.
Is she
I
lying?
can understand why she would feel down.
I feel like she's lying. Are those winter irises on the wall? Oh, maybe. Maybe they are. I didn't even think of that. All right, Amami. What about Tokiko?
I only know her name from the internet. I just love stories about the occult and conspiracy theories. And when I looked up Nyes, that name came up.
Then what about the nirvanA initiative?
I read about that on the internet too. It was on an occult news site. Supposedly, there's some sort of sinister plan by that name. But that's all that was written about it. Really, I'm telling the truth. Trust me.
Meh. Trust me. Well, she does seem to be feeling a bit better now. Back to this guy. Again, buddy. You doing prep work?
Yes, I'm doing prep work for tonight. I can't make the dishes in advance, so I have to start from scratch every day.
Is the restaurant doing well?
It's doing all right. I can only do what I can to make my customers happy.
But you don't want Matsushita Diner to show you up, right?
Of course not.
You like the warehouse district, do you?
Did I say something like that before?
Yeah, I think you did.
I have fond memories of the warehouse district. I go there every morning and...
You always stop by there after stocking up at the market, right?
Do you go buy stock every morning?
Yes, since I can't store meat or fish in the freezer.
And the freezer in the back doesn't open anymore.
Why not?
I can't find the key.
The freezer is locked?
Yes, though I can still use the refrigerator, so I'm able to manage for now.
Call a locksmith?
We didn't get leads despite all that time we spent here. Neither of them had any information on Tokiko.
Yeah, we got nothing but character development. A little bit.
But if that's true, why was Gen in Tokiko's Somnium?
Gan writes music. Amame lost money, if we believe her. I don't. She's got a ticking clock. Is that like a debt she has to repay? Yona says, call a locksmith. You got the reference. Figalas? No, just Mary. Imagine says, all right, I'm back. Welcome back.
Anyway, we can figure that out later.
Rabbi Tuckman.
Let's investigate somewhere else for now.
Okay, off we go to Yoyagi Park. I need a break. This is a little early for me, but I've been sitting here bouncing in my chair, trying not to, doing the pee-pee dance, basically. I gotta go pee. So we're gonna go on break a little early. Oh, sorry, Imagine. Yeah, you came back. Hey, Blinken. Did you say Abe Lincoln? No, I said, hey, Blinken. That, all of Mel Brooks' movies are eminently quotable. Where the white women at? I love that guy. Want to see my quick draw? Want to see it again? Okay. 10-minute break. Yeah, sorry. You came back just in time. I got to go pee. I would have waited longer, but it's uncomfortable and I don't want to. And I can't concentrate on the game when I'm like, hold it, don't let it go. What I need to do is I need to get a Gatorade bottle and just take care of it when no one's looking. You can't see what's going on below here anyway. For all you know, I could be the Wizard of No Pants. It's unlikely, but it could be. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Let me get out of here. 10-minute break. I'll come right back. Don't go nowhere. We'll see you on the other side.
Benjamin the Dream Wizard wants to help you pierce the veil of night and shine the light of understanding upon the mystery of dreams. Every episode of his Dreamscapes program features real dreamers gifted with rare insight into their nocturnal visions. New Dreamscapes episodes appear every week on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and other video hosting platforms, as well as free audiobooks exploring the psychological principles which inform our dream experience, and much, much more. To join the Wizard as a guest, reach out across more than a dozen social media platforms and through the contact page at benjaminthedreamwizard.com, where you will also find the Wizard's growing catalog of historical dream literature available on Amazon, documenting the wisdom and wonder of exploration into the world of dreams over the past 2,000 years. That's Benjamin the Dream Wizard on YouTube and at benjaminthedreamwizard.com.
ship's huge shadow lay. The charred water burnt our way, a still and awful red. Beyond the shadow of the ship, I watched the water snakes. They moved in tracks of shining white, and when they reared, the elfish light fell off in hoary flakes. Within the shadow of the ship, I watched their rich attire, blue glossy green and velvet black. They coiled and swam, and every track was a flash of golden fire. All happy living things, no tongue their beauty might declare. A spring of love gushed from my heart, and I blessed them unaware. Sure, my kind saint took pity on me, and I blessed them unaware. Self-same moment I could pray, and from my neck so free, the albatross fell off and sank like lead into the sea.
Pearl, the precious prize of a king, chastely set in cherished gold. In all the east none equaling, no peer to her could I behold. So round, so rare, a radiant thing, so smooth she was, so small of mold. Wherever I judged gems glimmering, I set her apart, her price untold. Alas, I lost her in earth's green fold. Through grass to the ground, I searched in vain. I languish alone, my heart grows cold. For my precious pearl without a stain. Since in that spot it slipped from me, I lingered longing for that delight that from my sins once set me free, and my happiness raised to the highest height. Her going wounds me grievously, it burns my breast both day and night. Yet I never imagined a melody so sweet as she, so brief and slight. The memory flowed through my mind's sight. I thought how her color in clods had lain. Oh, dust that dims what once was bright. My precious pearl without a stain. Rare spices on that spot must spread, such riches there to rot have run. Blooms of yellow and blue and red, their sheen a shimmer against the sun. Flower and fruit nor faded nor dead, where the pearl dropped down in moldering dun. Each grass from a lifeless grain is bred, else to harvest no wheat were won. Always from good is good begun. So seemly a seed could not die in vain. That sprig nor spice there would be none of that precious pearl without a stain. To the spot which I in speech portray, I entered in that arbor green, in August on a holy day, when the corn is cut with sickles keen. On the little rise where my pearl rolled away, the fairest flowers formed a screen. Gillyflower, ginger Cromwell spray, with peonies powdered in between. If they were seemly to be seen, far sweeter the scents from that domain. more worthy her dwelling. Well, I ween my precious pearl without a stain. I mourned, hands clenched before that mound, for the piercing cold of grief had caught me in the doleful dread and bound. My heart, though reason solace sought, I longed for my pearl locked in the ground, while fierce contentions in me fought. In Christ, though comfort could be found, my wretched will was still destroyed. I fell upon that flowery plot. Such odors eddied in my brain. To sudden slumber I was brought by that precious pearl without a stain.
Pearl. Poetry by Anonymous out of the 14th century. That's the 1300s. Composition by yours truly at Wizard Benjamin. More music on YouTube, Rumble and X at Real AI Radio. And we are back to the show. Here we go. All right. I hope you all had an enjoyable break. The pee, which was stored in my balls, is successfully drained. I'm sure you all wanted that TMI update. And now we're going to Yoyagi Park. Tuesday, February 12th, 1550. Doink, doink. Yona says,
Ryuki, you look tired. Are you okay?
I can't stop the
After all that, we haven't made any progress at all. It takes a toll, knowing you've wasted your time on a case like this.
Yeah.
Why don't you rest for a bit?
I plan on it. That's why I came here. This place is always therapeutic for me.
Nature is restorative. Absolutely. Boy.
Is that?
There is a people there. Oh, the guy!
What's he doing here?
Let's go find out.
I forgot he was even a male character when I was listing them earlier.
Oh, it's you.
It is me. Catching up on the chat here. Man gotta pee, indeed. Talking to Imagine. We made no progress, but we found out Gen can write songs. Yeah, we don't want his old man prostate to explode. Indeed. I would like to avoid as many prostate exams as possible. That is not my fetish. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, now we're, oh, come on, stop this. Let's put, hold on. I'm always hitting the wrong button. I want to put him right here. And we're gonna interact with his shoe. All right. What do we got? What are you doing here?
I was watching the sky.
The sky?
Yeah, like I told you. I've dreamed about being up in the sky since I was a little kid. I always wanted to be a pirate.
A sky pirate?
You mean pilot?
I think he said what he meant. Well, why are you here?
I like this part. It's quiet, peaceful, serene.
Me too.
I know the feeling.
It's the perfect place to be left alone with your thoughts.
I agree.
Until some nosy detective comes up and asks, why are you here? What are you doing?
But what were you thinking about?
Oh, I just got a request from someone. I agreed to do it on the spot, but now I'm not sure if it was the right choice. I've been wondering if I should have refused instead.
What was the request?
Can't tell you that. It's confidential.
Yakuza stuff, you know. Let's wink sync him, because we can.
Well, I don't know the situation exactly, but I understand what you're asking. You want to get inside that facility and take a look around.
Which one?
Maybe there's something there.
There's so many
Though
facilities.
I didn't see anything last time I was there.
One he's been to before.
Oh well. I'll accept your request. So stop making that face, all right? Cheer up, please.
Oh, it says danger zone.
Facility?
That's his tattoo.
I don't know.
By tonight, he must have meant today. The night of the 12th, right?
I would assume so. You did say he just got the request.
Who did it come from?
I can't tell.
Anyway, I'll be going now. Looks like you've got a lot on your plate.
Oh, no.
But try not to overdo it.
We ran
See
out
ya.
of opportunity to speak with him. Wink Sync ended it. Okay.
By the way, Ryuki, about the nirvanA trial.
Now that you bring it up, we haven't watched the video yet.
Wanna watch it?
Yeah, play it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please play it for me?
Very well.
A new one. Twin elephants. Distorted faces. A couple falling. Guy in a hat. I mean, of course, the elephants make me think Ganesha. And there were words I couldn't read. So much symbolism in this. You could take it, dissect it frame by frame. If this was a dream, what would be the interpretation? It is pointing to Gen. The elephants, the messed up face, always stares. They're leading out of a face or out of someone's head. Boy. Did you go? Did you go? Yeah, I don't know what to make of it either.
Hey. Ryuki? Are you okay?
Did it put him into a trance? Look at his face. He's freaking out, man. Now the world is glitchy. Are we in a virtual reality? Oh, he's doing it again. The voice thing. Samasaya all over again. That's always going to freak me out. That game was so good. Wrong for all the right reasons. And right for all the wrong reasons. Yup. Tama, hold me, I'm scared.
It can't be. How? Why is it suddenly nighttime?
Don't you know? The Earth rotates toward the east, so...
What was I doing all this time?
You've been standing there? Like an NPC that froze up.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. I watched that video and then I came to and now we're here. What time is it, Tama?
21:30.
Shit. Half an hour to get to the place with
Could
the
you
gal.
please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
This is bad. We need to hurry.
Sheesh.
To the Batmobile. Oh, they're speeding. Nye's Japan branch, February 12th, Tuesday, 2200. Barely made it. Doink doink. He is stunned. She's dead. Oh, she's in half.
No.
It can't be.
Maybe
this can't be happening.
Was all part of the plan. She told us to come.
You should talk to Mamoru before checking the body.
Okay. Good call. Mamoru. How was the body found?
The president informed me that you'd be here at 2200, so I let you through into this room. Then, her body.
We found it together, huh? Let's wink sync him. We need to find out if he's telling the truth.
Daddy's job is to help someone very important. I assist and protect that person from harm.
Oh, his daughter is someone we've met. I guarantee it.
Yeah, Daddy's a professional. I won't ever let anything bad happen to them.
Looks like he's not the culprit.
Yeah, I think we can strike him off the list of suspects.
He's certainly distraught. I had a feeling he was a good guy. He struck me as a honest sort. When was the last time you saw Tokiko?
I think it was around 1400. The president got back from seeing the police, returned to this room, then I haven't seen her since. I'm not always in the president's office. I'm usually on standby in the room outside. I only come here when called.
Tokiko has been in this room since 2 p.m.?
She should have been, yeah.
Has anyone entered or left the room?
We've got a classic locked room mystery.
No one.
Is it possible that someone was in there before 2 p.m.?
No. I'm sure you're already aware, but the security here is incredibly tight. There are security cameras all over the stairs and corridors, along with the elevator and outside the door. It's impossible to get in without getting noticed.
Ryuki, I checked the data on the security cameras. It's true that no one entered this room other than Tokiko. And no one left it either.
Told you. Locked room murder mystery. Bubba. You're tickling my nose. You gotta sit down. Sit down. Is there only one way in or out of the room?
Yeah, that door is the only way in or out.
Not good for a fire situation. I had more questions. Security camera footage.
Of course not. Who'd put a security camera in their own room?
Some people are paranoid like that. Sometimes they want to do what...
Anyway, I need to report to the people at Nye's.
Or want to know what someone's doing when their back is turned in the same room.
Very well. Please don't let anyone out of the building.
Got it.
How did this happen?
If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Cloning?
One thing is for sure.
Jin Furue is not actually dead, nor is this gal. Nor is the geneticist. Cloning actually makes a lot of sense. It's the same person. The same body, anyway. They could cut it in half one day, make another clone, cut it in half again another day, leave it behind to fake their own death. Maybe. I've been thinking about the wrong technology. But then still, how do you cut it precisely in half? Or can you only grow half a body? So there was never any atomic structure to sever through. Lots of possibilities.
Ryuki, look around the room. No traces of blood.
In other words, Tokiko wasn't killed here.
Or she wasn't
The
killed
culprit must have
at
been
all.
terror. He killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought her right half here.
But how did he get in the room?
We don't know how he left either.
What if he's still in this room?
No, that's not possible. I checked with X-ray vision. No sign of anyone and no biological responses detected.
There's a small plot hole with X-ray vision. Now, I'll allow it because whatever, but X-rays powerful enough to image an entire room would literally cook Ryuko's brain. So that's not a thing. I know because that's part of my book and I've been researching it. No X-ray vision, not a thing. Not that way. But there are other methods. There are other methods.
Then he had to have escaped somehow.
I suspect the culprit's escape route and way in were the same. So, Ryuki, let's look into finding the escape route first. We should know how the culprit got in once we learn how they got out.
Hidden door.
Let's investigate.
Behind that thing in the background. The picture on the wall. Underneath one of the statues,
Before
they
we
slide.
begin, I want to point something out. The side with the window is the south. And the waterfall is to the north.
What
I
relevance?
know that. Why are you mentioning it?
For my benefit.
Your mouth! It'd be a pain in the ass if we didn't know which way was which. You should be grateful I told you.
Okay.
Seriously.
Why are you angry?
Just zip it and get working, all right?
Virtual reality activation. Switch mode. Hold for the mode list. What's over there on that wall? So that's to the south, and presumably the outside of the building. Let's go over here. It's a wall. There is an electromagnetic noise coming from somewhere in the wall. Switch mode. There doesn't seem to be any suspicious heat source. No suspicious heat sources at all. Oh, there's a laser. There are lasers in the room attached to the statues.
There's something coming out of it.
It's an infrared laser. Normally it wouldn't be visible, even with thermo mode. But this place is full of water particles. The light hits the water particles and disperses, making it visible to the human eye.
Well, we're also using
the
the
light
thermal.
is shining toward the southeast. It's crossing the pond in a diagonal line.
State of the Northwestern statue. Infrared laser. Well, while we're looking at it, let's go. Oh, okay. What if I? How about this wall? Doesn't seem to be any suspicious hidden heat sources. X-ray doesn't show anything.
A hidden passageway behind it?
Probably not.
That was my thought. Come on. Of course, they'd know I was thinking about it. Oh, there's a track. We can move the statues on the track.
There's something in the floor.
Maybe it's a rail? It's embedded in the floor.
This is probably an electromagnetic rail. It extends from the corner of the statue toward the pond.
We have more information now. Let's move the statue. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, see, there are no identical things on the other side.
The same kind of rail is over here, too.
It's even going toward the same direction.
Maybe I need to interact with this other statue first before I can... Oh, no, I can't. What is this? There's something over here.
Looks
Whoa,
like
it's
the wall
waterfall.
behind this waterfall is made of tungsten. It's a material that blocks X-rays, so I'm not able to see anything beyond that wall.
Really? And thermal vision is blocked as well. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something. There's a thing.
What's this? There's an arrow under the symbol.
And 7 squares, too.
7
If
squares.
you detected it with thermo mode, does that mean it's emitting heat?
It must have a heating wire or something embedded in it.
Okay. Wait a minute. It's only in thermal mode I can interact with the statues. Let's go back and clear this one. I think we might have to interact with them all.
An infrared laser is coming out of this statue, too. It's crossing with that other beam.
This one's aimed to the northeast, huh?
So, my guess is we need to move the statues, of course. And part of that mystery is going to be interacting with whatever this is up on the desk. Desk front. The front of the desk. Glass doll broken. Let's look at the corpse.
It's Tokiko's right half. Just like before, it's been severed at the molecular level. The body appears to have been cut with the same instrument.
You know, her general curvature, still very attractive, but something about knowing it's half a body, I can't get into it.
And she was also bisected while she was still alive.
In other words, it's highly likely that it was the same killer.
Yes, that's why I said Terror is probably the culprit.
The estimated time of death is approximately 3 hours ago, which would be around 1900 today. That's when we were at Yoyagi Park.
Staring at nothing. Now we've got the estimated time of death and culprit.
As I mentioned before, there are no traces of blood in the room. Not on this desk, the walls, or the floor.
Terror killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought the right half of her body to this room. But how?
How about the chair? An expensive-looking
If you spin
office
this
chair.
around, a secret staircase from the floor.
Won't appear.
Yeah, but we do have plants. A houseplant.
The room is inorganic as a whole, so this really stands out. There's something embedded in the wall.
That's a phone.
It's a keypad for a pin code.
But this frame is on there tight. It won't budge.
Maybe there's some way to move it.
Non-Yupal X symbol with a pin code. Okay. Well, what do we got here? Let's look at the front of the desk. Oh, numbers.
Wait, what's this?
They are metal plates shaped like numbers embedded in the board at the front of the desk. So you're able to see them by using X-ray like this.
It's as if this was prepared just for us. Who would do something like this?
Anyway, we can figure that out later.
That's got to be
Let's focus on the investigation.
the numbers we need for the code. 16 numbers. Okay, here's the thing. If you layer over them, the non-Yupal X forms 1, 2, 2, 1 adds up to 6. 2, 1, 3, 0 adds up to 6. 3, 0, 5, 3 adds up to 11. And you can do that for all of them, but then we get 9 numbers, not 7. I think the picture in the back was 7 numbers. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's do it. Let's look at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Yes. All right, let's get back into this mode and look at the body.
Is this?
What is it?
Inside Tokiko's womb. There are traces of her having given birth.
Is Shoma her son?
Though it wasn't recently. It has to have been more than 20 years ago.
Tokiko has a grown child?
Yes, but there are no records of this anywhere in her family register. She hasn't filed birth registration, and there aren't any records of it in any medical institutions in Japan.
Situation of corpse internals. I'm going to go Gen. Because it's not Shoma. Shoma is a teenager. Gen is over 20. And that's how she would know him, and he would not know her. She gave him up for adoption. Left him to the system. Couldn't handle it. Regrets it, probably. All right, what are we not seeing here? Let's start looking at this stuff one at a time. Thermal gave us nothing. How about the floor only shows up on X-ray? The houseplants disappear on X-ray. They only exist in the not investigative space. Okay, let's start interacting with these statues.
Looks like the statue is made of iron.
Statue material, indeed. We got a cutscene. Hi, Tom.
All right, looks like we've investigated what we could for now.
She's even kind of sexy in that form. They gave her all the right curves. Of course, it's intentional.
Now, let's get to solving the mystery.
How did the culprit get out of the room? That's what you're talking about, right?
You line up the statues using the electromagnetic rails. You enter the code, and then a door opens up behind the waterfall. This is my guess.
Yes. So let's begin.
Hope we're doing
The
it.
first thing that comes to mind is that rail under the floor.
The electromagnetic rail.
The rail leads from the statue toward the pond.
Yeah,
Do you think the statue moves along the rail?
it's made of iron. So maybe it's pulled with an electromagnet.
It's probably operated with a remote control or something.
But I didn't find anything like that.
Like 3 minutes ago, Yona said a nonogram. Indeed, indeed.
Then, please.
Let's use the magnet.
Tama, do you have a magnet?
No, I don't. Besides, you can't move something like that with something as small as a portable magnet anyway.
How about think it over? Use force?
Yes, we have no other choice.
So, let's get right to it.
Wait, don't actually move it until we're shooting.
What do you mean?
I mean when we actually record this with the camera and complete the film.
Why are you like this?
Quiet! I'm the director, so you follow my instructions or I'll fire you!
Okay, we're gonna move it by force, and that moved us along.
This statue is the same as the one we saw earlier.
The underground rail leads toward the pond.
Which means...
Can we tilt the building?
All right. Let's tilt this building somehow.
What?
Isn't it obvious? Objects move from high places to low places. If we make that statue's position higher, it'll naturally slide toward the pond.
Do you build an airport every time you need to go to the convenience store?
All right, what if we lubricate the floor?
If you make the floor slippery, I'm sure it'll move on its own.
If that's your best idea, why don't I cover your whole body in motion and drag you?
What if we use force?
Well, there's not much else we can do.
So, let's get right to it.
You little shit! Don't make me send you back to the green room, damn it!
Wow.
Right.
What is she
We were
mad
still
about?
in rehearsal. I'm not supposed to move it until the shoot.
Yes, we don't want this important set to get damaged, right?
This is a set?
I mean, sort of. And that moved us forward.
There was an input device behind this. You already know the numbers to enter, right?
Even if I did, I would need to be able to move the frame.
That's not what I asked. Do you know the code or not? In fact, I need you to know the answer. If you can't even solve this, you don't deserve to call yourself a member of Abyss.
She's not wrong.
So, can you tell me the numbers? It should be 7 digits.
No. I have no idea. Let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What? You telling me you don't know?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then spit it out already. Will you quit screwing around?
It's the non-upal
You
X
saw the
symbol.
non-upal X symbol using thermal mode, didn't you? And there were 16 numbers arranged in a diamond shape. You should be able to use those numbers to figure out the answer. Now, try again.
I have no idea. What do they want from me? What was I supposed to figure out? Show me the code again. Oh, okay. How do I get 7 numbers out of this? Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. Okay, I can just remember 1, 4, 7, 9. All right, we got this. We got this. 1, 4, 7, 9. 1, where is it? 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. Let's go in by rows. Did that do it? No, that didn't do it. Hold on. What if we do them vertically? 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. Oh God. 4, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. All right, let's try that. All right, how about 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. That's doing them all vertically. That's a no! God damn it. What's another way to combine them? That was vertically, horizontally, top to bottom, and then vertically, left to right. They are broken into 7 sections. We do it backwards. 5, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4. 5. Okay, let's try that. 5, 6, 4, 4, 4. 5, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4. Nope. All right, I'm out of ideas. I don't see any other way to combine these things. That is horizontally, top to bottom. I guess I could try bottom to top. But that doesn't... All right, let's try bottom to top. 1, 4, 6, 9. 6, 4, 1. 1, 4, 6, 9. All right, 1, 4... Let's see what we do. 1, 4, 6, 9, and then the reverse. 1, 4, 6... 1, 4... 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7, 9. Let's try it again. Oh, did I screw up one of the other numbers? 1, 4, 7, 9. 1, 4, 7, 9, 7, 4, 1. Not it. All right, we've gone vertical. We've gone horizontal, top to bottom, bottom to top. We've gone vertical, left to right, right to left. Yeah, 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5 is not it. Damn, I got nothing. Maybe I've been looking at this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that doesn't work either. How do you get 7 numbers combined out of this configuration? Oh, it's the common. No, that's not going to work either. It's the combination. What was I thinking of? There are 9 X's, but there are how many squares? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 X's, 4 squares, and then a bigger square. That's not it. That only makes 5. Damn it. You can't go over 9, 0 to 9. So anything that adds up to over 9 is not a right combination. Oh my God, I'm going to look it up. Fuck it. Fuck this. All right. I'm over it. Hey, I had fun trying to figure it out. I give. The game beat me. Screw it. We're moving ahead. Non-UPL X code. That is only going to return one result. Somnium Files. What do we got? What am I supposed to do with these? It took me a while. I multiplied horizontally instead of vertically. The puzzle, you could have used some better pointers towards the solution. First, I was adding the rows. Yeah. Then adding each of the columns because multiply didn't occur to me. Apparently, multiplication is the trick. Well, in what fashion? I'm just looking for the answer. Jesus Christ. It says solution above. Multiply going top to bottom in each column. X means multiply. And the X's are between numbers. Oh. All right. Vertical columns. 4 times nothing is nothing. 3 times 3 is 9. Anything times 0 is 0. So we've got 4901. 4901 095. 4901. All right, let's go. 4901. I can remember that many numbers. 4901. 4901. 4901. And then backwards. 095. 095. Oh my God, if this is it.
Yep.
Oh,
Good job.
Finally.
That's probably the answer.
Let's go.
Probably.
I mean, it's not like I actually checked.
We still got to get in
I
there.
don't know whether those numbers are correct or not.
Look at his face. Say something useful, Tama. She would yell at me. What? You heard me.
Okay, the rehearsal is now over. It's time to start.
Yay,
Are you ready?
says Yona.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to start filming.
Legit. Hooray for knowing when to admit you've been defeated.